The reimagined Archie Comics hit CW teenage soap, Riverdale, has old fans fawning and newcomers obsessing. The dark series revolves around murder and lust, but what dark secrets is the show trying to hide? Warning, don't watch this if you haven't seen the entire show. Do you want to be a DIY expert? Check out our friends at Crafty Hackers. They have the best hacks, crafts, and everything DIY. Watch their videos for the best household tricks, DIY decor, and fun recipes. If you love making crafts with your friends or just trying new things, they have everything you're looking for. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any awesome hacks and crafts. Now, on to 10 dark secrets Riverdale tries to hide. 3 leads were turned down from the series. Riverdale could have looked crazily different from the cast we tune in to watch today. 3 of the lead roles were actually turned down after their auditions. Can you guess who these 3 main actors were? It's hard for us to even imagine the show without them. Have your guesses? The 3 actors turned down were KJ Apa, Camila Mendes, and Lilly Reinhardt. Yes, the iconic heroes of Archie, Veronica, and Betty were all told no at first. Lilly told Covetor that the casting process was months long and that they all worked incredibly hard for the roles they finally secured. Believe it or not, Madeline Pesh, who plays evil Cherry Blossom, originally auditioned for Betty Cooper. We can't even imagine Madeline being the nice girl. She plays the cold, manipulative Cheryl so perfectly. Cole Sprouse auditioned for Archie, but was always drawn to the role of Jughead. Cole liked that Jughead was the show's narrator, meaning that his character would have been around for a while. In the end, after a 4-month casting period and nationwide search, they hired their stars, changing the lives of those hired. To say the least, the process seemed pretty insane. We're just glad they found the perfect actors to bring our comic book heroes to life. Lazy performers. It's clear why the CW network doesn't want this nasty secret leaked. No one wants to be known as the show with unprepared actors, though we would never notice on screen due to their incredible performances. However, there are a couple of actors who have admitted to memorizing their lines the day of. Lilly says in an interview on YouTube that the makeup chair is for memorizing. Is it? We understand there is a lot of downtime on set, but wouldn't you want to work on your role? Or perhaps it is already in their bones and they don't need to. Either way, CW obviously wants to keep this under wraps. The network is focused on a younger audience, and the last thing they want to portray is idols with lack of ambition. They want the Riverdale cast to be people that their fans can look up to. A cast that makes people never look away from the small town. That being said, prepared or not, this show has got us good. A scandal is a scandal, and we'll tune in to sip milkshakes and dig up secrets with the cast of Riverdale anytime. What do you think about the actors not working on their scenes beforehand? Let us know what you think below. Is Riverdale in Montreal, Quebec? The show takes place in the moody setting of a small fictional town called Riverdale, where drama and secrets are prevalent. However, if you look closely, there are Canadian hints planted everywhere, specifically from the French-speaking city of Montreal. So does Riverdale actually take place in Montreal? Creator Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa was a student at McGill University in Montreal and has for a long time been obsessed with the Archieverse. One Montreal hint is the name of an intimidating villain, Paul Boucher, nicknamed Papa Poutine. Both names, Poutine and Boucher, are shoutouts to Montreal. Boucher led a gang in Montreal during the Quebec Biker War. And Poutine, well, if you don't know what poutine is, you'll be happy to learn. It's a famous Quebec junk food consisting of a large heap of golden fries, topped with squeaky cheese curds and tasty gravy. That's right, a villain is named for the late-night snack. Another Easter egg, the posters in Archie's room of his favorite band, Heaven for Real, which is a band from Halifax. The band themselves couldn't believe it when their posters were hanging in the famous character's room. Guess having a creator who lived in Canada gave some nice shoutouts to the land he loves. Have you noticed any more Canadian hints? Let us know in the comments below. Copycats. In 1990, pioneer David Lynch made waves with a dark mystery series called Twin Peaks. The show became so popular that in 2017, a follow-up series was remounted by the same name, Twin Peaks. Obviously, someone picked up on the wide success and praise David Lynch received and took inspiration from him. However, that isn't the only show that has influenced Riverdale. Yes, the crime-driven teenage soap has its influences from many successful shows: Gossip Girl, The OC, and Desperate Housewives. housewives. All seem to have made their mark in the series. Most clearly, though, is Twin Peaks. So, do you want to know where to spot these copycat creators' nods? In the pilot episode, the opening sequence is set in a forest with a horrific crime scene. Playing over the scene is a whimsical pop song. Remind you of any Lynchian episodes? As the mystery unfolds with the popular Jason Blossom's murder, the backdrop for the series is all lust, murder, and dark secrets. Another obvious hint of Twin Peaks influence is casting Machen Amick as Alice Cooper in Riverdale. Machen played the lead of Shelley in both the old and new version of Twin Peaks. Do you think these hints of inspiration from other shows were meant to be kept secrets, or were they planted for avid fans? Did you notice any more? Hotter than the comics. Television is condemned for mainly portraying, for lack of a better word, hot casts. CW takes the cake on continuously hiring stunning teenagers to rock the roles. So it isn't a surprise that when CW took on creator Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa's steamy, dark take on Archie, that they wouldn't adjust the characters' appearances. Sure, Archie and Betty remained true to the original comics. However, there are roles that were drastically changed. Miss Gundy, who in the source material was a spindly, grumpy teacher, is now a hotter-than-ever seductress, played by the talented Sarah Habel. Jughead, played by Disney star Cole Sprouse from The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, used to be the gluttonous sidekick, is now turned into cute, mystery-digging bud. Another less obvious change is Veronica, played by newcomer Camila Mendes. Sure, Veronica fits the hot profile of her original comic character, but where we meet her, she isn't the spoiled brat. In fact, she's the trying too hard nice newbie, obviously attempting to make up for her family's horrible past. CW still respects the original comics. They just like to spruce things up anywhere they can. Of course, this is something the network would prefer audiences not to know. Deciding to only cast attractive people is discrimination. They buried the dark secret in plain sight on screen. But let's face it, the actors are insanely talented, and we wouldn't switch any of them. KJ Apa, Pain Endurer. Our lovable football dude and cute as always redhead teen has been brilliantly brought to life by New Zealand actor KJ Apa. However, KJ hasn't necessarily gone scot-free from the injury-prone character. He has racked up some of his own aches and pains from filming. The biggest of them all was broken bones. While filming the epic action-packed season 1 finale, KJ actually broke his hand. In the finale, Cheryl Blossom attempts to end her life, and if it weren't for Archie Andrews, she wouldn't have survived. Archie repeatedly hits a slab of ice, trying to save Cheryl from her date with death. KJ wore a cast on screen ever since. However, the cast was real. Showrunner Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa predicted this would happen. He said to comicbook.com that he warned those on set that KJ Apa is such a committed actor that they needed to watch he wouldn't break his hand. So when Roberto received a call later confirming his prediction, there was no surprise. Another minor incident that occurred with KJ was while bleaching his eyebrows, resulting in burned skin. Not as epic as breaking a hand, but who knew turning a brunette into a redhead could be dangerous? Either way, KJ has sacrificed himself in the name of art and in the name of Archie. Lilly Reinhardt struggles with depression. Betty Cooper is a pivotal role in the CW hit. Her character is complex, emotional, and, of course, crushes hard on Archie. However, that takes a crazy turn when she falls for Jughead. #what? But that's not the dark secret we're here to reveal. Lilly Reinhardt, the actor who brings the blonde bombshell to life, has some of her own emotional turmoil. In 2017, Lilly admitted that she has struggled with crippling anxiety and depression. The young star moved to LA to pursue her dreams, but later moved back home after one specifically severe panic attack. Lilly is now an advocate for mental health. She posted many tweets during Mental Health Week in 2017 about the importance of finding help, adding that everyone deserves to be happy. Lilly revealed that Riverdale came into her life during one of her darkest times, and she admitted it saved her. Her tweets received a lot of support, but almost more backlash. Fans felt angry she was just telling them to be happy when depression is a struggle. Lilly retorted that she's dealt with it her whole life, and she was telling people to seek help, not simply to get over it. The negative comments to what she meant as positive were taken wrong. Cease and desist order. We've all been such devoted fans of a creator's work that we just can't stop thinking about it. Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa took that to the next level with his over-the-top obsession with the Archie comics. A lot has changed since 2003 when Roberto received a cease and desist letter from Archie Comic Publications, Inc. for writing a play where Archie comes out as gay. However, after he wrote Afterlife with Archie, which placed the characters in a zombie apocalypse, Roberto was hired as the chief creative officer for the company. He continued to write adaptations of the characters, reimagined, such as Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, which placed Sabrina the Teenage Witch in a vampire-style makeover. Since Roberto took over the revered position at ACP, the last decade of Archie Comics has expanded greatly, exploring gay characters and alternate futures. Roberto's dedication and love for Archie have expanded the brand itself, and now even created the crazy popular series. Clearly, his unwavering infatuation with the comics and characters has led him to great success. Roberto is now the showrunner and creator of Riverdale, and is praised for his genius in writing the series. Just goes to show that even if you receive a cease and desist letter for writing what some call provocative behavior, it doesn't mean they're right. Tragic car crash. After a long 16-hour shoot day, an accident occurred that could have cost the production of the show. When KJ Apa drove himself home after an arduous day on set, he got in a car accident. The lead of the show was exhausted and was not provided transportation home. The Hollywood Reporter stated that KJ Apa fell asleep at the wheel on his 45-minute drive home while filming in Vancouver. The production has since been on edge about the accident. KJ was taken to the hospital after striking a light pole. He sustained serious injuries and his car was totaled from the amount of damage. Cole Sprouse, who was terrifyingly going to be in the car that night, requested from producer Greg Berlanti that they have transport home. The production works the kids from morning until night. Some were still afraid things could take a turn for the worse. This secret sure doesn't look good for the money-making folks who aren't taking proper care of their overworked stars. We can't imagine the show without the actors we love so dearly. We're just happy that KJ is okay, but let's face it, it could have been a tragedy. Serious threats. Vanessa Morgan is the new kid on the block in Riverdale. She's also the girl who's been receiving some serious threatening letters for what her role entails. Vanessa Morgan plays Toni Topaz, a bisexual who stirs the drama pot between Jughead and Betty in Season 2. The love triangle had some bugheads, aka Jughead fans, seriously distraught. Vanessa Morgan is known for the adventure science fiction series The Shannara Chronicles and the MTV drama Finding Carter. Now she will be known for playing Toni. In response to her numerous received bullying and other serious threats, she has remained calm. The letters were received before the release of Season 2, and Vanessa says she knows that fans are just scared she will break apart a favorite couple. The pink-haired gal is a member of the Southside Serpents, the gang that Jughead joined at the end of Season 1, which is where Jughead meets Toni. In an interview with Glamour, Vanessa revealed the serious threat she received over her role, saying fans were jumping to conclusions. Despite the fear this must have caused, Vanessa was still excited to play Toni and contribute positively to bisexual representation. You go, fearless lady. We couldn't agree more. What did you find was the most shocking dark secret? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching 10 Dark Secrets Riverdale Tried to Hide. See you next time.